Hey guys, welcome to another pickups video. Today I'd like to show off first Growlancer 2. Developed by Careersoft and published by Atlas, Growlancer 2: The Sense of Justice for the PlayStation 2 released in 2001. Growlancer 2 is a single-player tactical RPG with multiple endings and a ton of voice acting, which I think is very decent. The story seems to be based around an ancient evil taking over the world with multiple branching stories to keep you intrigued. Now this deluxe pack comes with a game, a bandana, a telephone card, yes, you heard right, a telephone card, and a world reference book. And if you're like me, and you want to get into the series, it was released in North America on the PlayStation 2 as Growlancer's Generations, which contains Growlancer 2 and 3. Now the reason I grabbed this deluxe pack is because it stood out. It's huge, it's bulky, it's PlayStation 2, it looks like an RPG, something I might be interested in. So let's open it up and see what it's got. Alright, let's open up Growlancer 2 for the PlayStation 2. Let's see all the items that come in this deluxe pack. So the game itself, nice. Comes with the manual, great. And what's underneath here? Okay, now this is the bandana. We're going to leave that packaged though, for collector's sake. This is the telephone card. This is the card itself right here. Nice, nice. Probably won't be needing that, but it's nice. Something under here. Aha. This is the instruction booklet, or the World Atlas, I guess you could say, something like that. World reference, that's the word I'm looking for. So here's the prologue and all that. Characters, bios. Nice. Doesn't feel like it's ever been really messed with. There's no bent corners or anything. It's just pretty much stayed in the box this whole time. Pretty neat. Next up is also a PlayStation 2 game, but it was never released in North America. That's Bomberman Kart. Now when I first saw this, I had to do a double take because I never knew this existed. You know, I've heard of Mario Kart and you had the Crash Bandicoot kart game, but on the PlayStation 2, a Bomberman Kart game, it was unheard of to me. It released in 2001 in Japan and later 2003 in Europe. I can't believe we missed out on this game because it looks pretty fun, and I can't wait to try it. So overall, I'm excited to try Bomberman Kart. It says it supports up to 4 players on the multi-tap, so that should be interesting, and I'm definitely going to give it a go. Now next up, I found a Famicom Disk System game in the box, and that is Galaxy Odyssey. Now I haven't played this game, but it looks pretty cool. It looks like you go in between like a spaceship, shoot them up, and then you go right back into like a Zelda-styled game, and you're shooting stuff there, aliens and whatnot. It looks pretty good, and I don't think I need to know any English for this, so I think I can get away with playing this game in its entirety. Galaxy Odyssey is a sci-fi shoot-'em-up action-adventure hybrid developed by Imagineer. The box includes an instructional book, the game itself, and a cassette tape containing the game music and what sounds like an audio comic book. Now, the Famicom Disk System games aren't that hard to find around here in Japan, but in the boxed condition, for cheap, I don't see a whole lot. So when I saw this, I just had to grab it. I even found some old scratch book notes from the previous owner. Looks like some sort of key or translation of codes from in-game. The instruction booklet seems to encourage taking notes while playing this game. Now let's open it up and see what's inside. Alright, so let's check this thing out. First off, I'm surprised at the good condition that it's in. I mean, this little label here is still intact after all these years. That's pretty crazy. So here's the actual box. This is the Wave Jack series. First off, we see the game. Looks like the books are in the back. Here we go. Galaxy Odyssey by Imagineer. Nice. The case is in really good condition. Usually these are cracked, but that one looks good. There's a cassette tape that has the background music on it, and as well as it's like a a digital or audiobook, I guess you could say. That seems to be in good condition. The booklet. Nice. Pictures. A bunch of kanji, I guess. I'm not sure if this is actual like a manga, like a story. And this looks like some kind of codes or something there. Or maybe an in-game language. I don't know. I can't read any of this. There's some of the monsters and the aliens that are in the game. I guess there's some background info on them, maybe even some details on their weaknesses. That's the actual player you play as, and the ship that you fly around in. Nice. Okay, so the instruction booklet. That's actually in really good condition as well. Ooh, looks like here we got some. What's this? Notes. It almost looks like some notes there. This almost looks like a key right here. So I see they have the English alphabet, A, B, C, D, all the way to Z, and then they have these weird symbols here. Now that's not Japanese. Up here is Japanese, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm just totally guessing here. But yeah, that's pretty cool to have that from the previous owner. Looks like another booklet here, kind of showing you what's all supposed to come inside. And yeah, we have the game, this book, the case, the instruction booklet, and the cassette tape. So we have everything that comes with this. Right here, it looks like they're encouraging, he's got a pencil in his hand, so they're encouraging actually to take notes during this game. Different symbols. I guess it's encouraging him to take notes right there about the game. Yeah, he's sitting there writing down stuff in the memo book. So that's pretty cool. So that's what this is. They're actually taking notes on the game. I'm not sure if that's passwords or some kind of key for in-game. Could be just be passwords or something like that, or just notes to memorize where you left off in the adventure. Who knows? But I'm pretty impressed with all of this and the great condition that it's in. Take the game out. Wow, that feels really good. It's really crisp. It's almost like brand new. If you run your fingers over the top of the Nintendo, most of the time when they're used, because they've been pushed in and out the whole time, insert in the game and whatnot, they become really smooth over time. But this one's really rough. It feels really sharp around the logo of Nintendo, so it wasn't used that often. Wow, it's really clean. Now, while I'm in these thrift stores around Japan, I always check the junk bins. You never know what you're going to find in there. And I actually found a Game Boy for about $5. $5. I mean, I could use it for like spare parts, or maybe put like a retro Pi in there or something. There's all kinds of cool things I could probably do with it. Heck, maybe I could even restore it to its old youth. Just replace the screen and that. Now, game hunting went pretty good this week, because not only did I find my very first Famicom Disk System boxed game, but actually found another one the same day at a different store. And that's Deep Dungeon. Developed and published by Hummingbird Soft, Deep Dungeon released in September of 1986. Deep Dungeon is an RPG, once again centered around an ancient evil haunting humans and humanity on the Earth, in which you play the hero whose only purpose is to seek out the darkness and destroy it, once and for all. Look at that, we got some tentacle action going on there. I know some people are into that kind of thing. I also picked up Samurai Showdown 3 for the PlayStation. Usually they're kind of a little bit on the mid-range price. They're kind of on the medium price range. How do I word this? They're not expensive, but not cheap. They're kind of not what I want to pay. But I found this one cheap. There, I did it. I worded it. By the way, it's a 2D fighter game, kind of like your Mortal Kombat Street Fighter. Except you're samurais and that's more badass. I also picked up Croc for the PlayStation. Now, this brings me back quite a few years. It gives me a lot of nostalgia, and I never even owned the game. So I played the hell out of the demo, and because the controls were so funky and weird, it really helped me out later on when I went to Resident Evil, because the controls were exactly the same, where you press up to move forward, and my sister was too scared to play Resident Evil, even though she was like way older than I was, you know. So I got stuck in the controls playing this scary game, and I'm like just a little kid, and she's older than I am, so. But because I could control the characters better and get away from the zombies and whatnot, and actually play the game somewhat reliably, I was kind of like the guy in charge of the controller, and she kind of, you know, did all the puzzles and stuff. But it was pretty freaky, but good memories, and that's how I will always remember Croc. It is what helped me get into Resident Evil, if that makes any sense at all. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. Once again, I appreciate every single view and comment and like, and especially subscriptions. I look forward to giving you guys details about video games and showing you what I picked up here in Japan. Like I said, stay tuned for a giveaway on some of the items that I picked up just now and other things that I'll add to it. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.